I want to tell you the story of two Missouris. The first one starts with this man.
So what do you do? How do you start over your life at 62?
I kind of jokingly talked about that recently with a friend of mine. I guess I give me a cardboard box and get up under the bridge somewhere.
Is that really? That's how you're going to start, you feel?
I mean, what do I have? I mean, if they were to tell me to roll out now, they'd take this chair. I had to crawl out the front door. I have nothing.
That man's name is Kevin Strickland. Strickland has spent more than 40 years behind bars in Missouri for a triple murder that he maintains he did not commit. What makes Mr. Strickland's case unique is that everyone else involved in his case also believes he's innocent. The case against him was based primarily on a single witness who recanted her testimony. The two other men convicted in conjunction with the crime also say Strickland had nothing to do with it. And perhaps most importantly, the prosecutor's office that convicted Strickland in the first place thinks he is innocent. That office called his conviction the result of a, quote, profound error. So why is Kevin Strickland still in prison? Well, to answer that, you have to look forward. The one person in Missouri with the power to free him at any time with the stroke of a pen is this man, Missouri Republican Governor Mike Parson. Governor Parson is no stranger to the pardon power. We went back and checked. And since prosecutors stated their belief that Mr. Strickland was innocent, Governor Parson has issued 3 rounds of pardons. He's pardoned 66 people. He's commuted the sentences of 2 others. Kevin Strickland, however, never made the cut. When asked about Mr. Strickland's case back in June, Governor Parson said Mr. Strickland's case was not a priority and that he shouldn't be able to, quote, jump in front of the line. Shouldn't be able to jump in front of the line. Okay, that's Missouri number 1. Missouri number 2 rewards this kind of behavior. This is Mark and Patricia McCloskey, the couple who became famous in June of last year for pointing guns at Black Lives Matter protesters from the front yard of their St. Louis mansion. Those actions led to an invite to speak at the Republican National Convention and then to a U.S. Senate campaign for Mark McCloskey. Earlier this summer, the couple pleaded guilty to multiple misdemeanor charges, including harassment and 4th-degree assault. Far from showing remorse, Mark McCloskey pledged from the courthouse steps that he would, quote, do it again if faced with the same circumstances. So here's the thing. Yesterday, Missouri Governor Mike Parson pardoned both Mark and Patricia McCloskey, neither of whom were facing jail time to begin with. They got to jump right to the front of the line, while Kevin Strickland, jailed for 40 years, remains jailed for a crime he and the state says he didn't commit.